Yo, evening guys, welcome back to the Ahn Project. This is a psychiatric self-therapeutic multimedia project to solve problems, challenges, obstacles in our lives, as well as a self-improvement process to reach high goals and ambitions that we have set for ourselves as well as those around us. If you like a brief introduction and brief summary, that's how we break down the Ahn Project into domains of lifestyle, series, analogy, and so on and so forth, including the copyright for music, content live stream schedule, how we divvy the 15-minute live streams into 3 phases, 11 segments, and so on and so forth. You can check that out on our previous live streams for the past 3.5 years, straight to January 2021 and beyond, for more updated versions. That being said, let's go into segment 2. 3 things. First of all, this will be first of 2 live streams today. Secondly, this is also a solve 11 override, a rule to break all the rules, a system principle to free myself from the system, become purely practical, get whatever most urgently needs done, and last but not least, which also should be linking all the media assets that we show on screen with actual Excel database, which we will be building over a couple of months. And last but not least, of course, if you want to skip even this short and bridge introduction, you can just fast forward in stream into the VOD on Twitch or YouTube, Facebook by about a minute and a half, and then you'll get right into content, which is what you see right now. Take a look on screen, what you see, what you get. Top left and right hand corner is a bunch of phase 2 items that we want to get through, intend on getting through as much as we can in this live stream, probably phase 2 items. And afterwards, phase 3 at the bottom hand, you see my hand waving, just know the physical stuff in reality versus other things that are more abstract and digital in phase 2. So let's start with phase 2, and let's see which one is the most dominant screen right now. Is it this one? Is it that one? That will determine what we're going to start off with. Okay, so we're starting on top left. Right, photography, screenshots, commentary over things having to do with finance, volunteering, equipment, so on and so forth, relationships. Alright, we begin here. Here's a continuation of yesterday's live stream. We're just following from where we left off yesterday. So we have some apps here. You see Notion, language transfer, 12 minutes. Some of these things you may be familiar with. Blinkist, Fiverr, so on and so forth, Psychograph. All these apps here just rearranging them on my Galaxy Samsung phone. So we're just kind of, again, here you see Fiverr, Blinkist, Blacknote. All these apps here which were previously this is actually the old phone, so actually they were already organized. But even so, I wanted to rearrange and reconfigure some of these things here. So there's a before after snapshot, as you can see on here, left and right. I believe some of this has to be from a different phone, but no, it's not. In fact, nope, this is exactly the phone that I'm using right now. So basically, this is what this is like a before after snapshot, right? You can see all of this organized, this array right now. Kind of like the colors don't match, and then you move over to this side, on the left hand side, and see the colors are very uniform. Now, of course, color coding isn't that useful compared to category coding, but I mean, at the end of the day, I barely use these apps, so that's why it's appropriate for me to do something like this, where I organize by color as opposed to by utility, just because we don't use it very often. On the left and right hand side, so we can go for aesthetics. Left and right hand side here, we have the left is the envelope that I want to say this is very important. It has the documents inside, like things I need for driver's license renewal, health card renewal, so on and so forth. So that's something that I have to bring. I actually talked about this yesterday's live stream at the very end in phase 3. So this is a phase 2 portion of that same envelope with like important personal identification stuff like that. Right hand side, we have the irrelevant plant freedom, so the name of a previous live stream, but most importantly the file names for scanned documents, like the Mop, the great value brand Mop sweep and mopping kit. So we will be most likely sweeping, mopping over the weekend, and that's just the file name for the packaging that I scanned of that, which hopefully we can get through to the latest live stream. Left right side panel, we see here me trying to seems to be like I'm trying to upload onto my cloud drive to get, renew, or replace your photo cards or your appointment. So now we're moving on to licensing, government renewal, identification, stuff like that, private information. So driver's license, health card, so on, so passport. So thank you for booking your appointment. You will need to bring so on and so forth the documents, original written documents showing your address, so on and so forth. Products and services, please ensure the number for your appointment, so bring your confirmation number. So that's something important that I have to make sure I bring. Right hand side, we have something to do with entertainment. So about the hate. The hate is a player in RuneScape. So we're going to gaming entertainment right here for a second. And the that's apparently one of the high rankers, high achievers right here. You see overall high scores. This is back in the day when RuneScape was like 2003, I believe, 2003, and might be even RuneScape Classic. So we're talking entertainment, definitely. This is like maybe like almost 2 decades ago. That's crazy. I feel kind of old now. But you see the hate here is under Yoga-sun. These are some, everyone likes to talk about Zezima. But there's a lot of top ranking players underneath Zezima. And that's basically something that just popped into my feed, and I watched a little bit of it. And July, the RuneScape historian. So there's that. If you want to comment, of course, you can just comment. If you ever played RuneScape before, you can feel free to comment. Again, if you're doing any license renewal, you can embellish and just type in the comments as well. If you would like to vary by several, you could vary by several hours and so forth. Complete a COVID-19 screening. So once again, we're after that intermission into RuneScape and gaming, we were going back to something more serious like government identification, renewing driver's license, all that kind of stuff, paperwork, the booking of the appointment. Make sure that you bring this, bring that. There will be a COVID-19 screening. Check availability for the dates here. So here we have like November 13th, 2021. What times? 8 a.m., 8:30 a.m., so on and so forth. Photo health card. What are the services that are offered per location, since every government location office offers a different variety of sources. Some can't allow for driver's license, some can, but you can only take the written test and not the driving test. So it's interesting with that. So I have to make sure I get to the right one. Vehicle accessible permits. Once again, just checking out what is and is not allowed to be, what service are available, is or is not available. Sorry, at each location. Now here, top left-hand corner. So I was doing some Googling for the Google Maps. Where is it? So here it is. Of course, I'm not gonna give like addresses here because it's like privacy confidentiality. But you see here on the street here, just not on the street. Like this is like Google Maps image. This is like we're traveling here. You're traveling with me, guys. So this is like a subway station, and right there, I believe that suite right there on top left is if I walk past the alleyway. Not the alleyway, but that kind of yard. This is a very kind of like an office administrative district. So I'm gonna go there probably, and that's basically I'm gonna go there and get my license renewed. So new driver's license, your full ID has to be retaken, so on and so forth. March 20th, 2020. Are they currently eligible or before or after? Some dates here, 80 years or over. That doesn't apply to me. Obviously, I'm applying for a senior's driver's license. Error: if your health card renewal can only be here. This is me finding out after entering the information, trying to renew online, because there's a service for that I'm not allowed to renew online because my specific condition probably requires me to take a new photograph. I'm assuming that's what it was. So I have to go in person. Right hand side, residential address. Again, more private information that you have to include. So scan over here, left hand side. All right, now we see podcasts. Okay, so this podcasts and information, academia, learning. So introspective illusion, thermodynamics, corporate conspiracies. This is the podcast on the Science of Everything podcast, Origin of Life. So you see biology, organic chemistry, physics, thermodynamics, so on and so forth, even business, and so on and so forth. All right, so left, right hand side here. What am I seeing here? What do I see? Screenshots of what? I don't know what that is, to be honest. We can just skip that, I guess. But basically transferring some documents over, I'm assuming, onto the laptop. Space free. Not really sure what that is. Like 22 gigabytes. Yeah, I have no idea. Oh, that's the new phone. I think that's the new phone. That's what's going on there. Over here we have right hand side, left hand side. Seems to be, yeah, that's definitely me trying to connect the new phone onto the laptop, and it's just setting up because I've never connected the new phone with the laptop, so the software is getting connected, adjusted. We recently introduced AdBlock, so this is not recently. I'm just reading in there. So AdBlock is of course installed extension on Chrome and Microsoft Word or what? Microsoft Edge. So AdBlock updated once again, asking for donations because it is one of those like pseudo free services. Left, right hand side, we have this stuff having to do with Finally, the Mop Packaging. I need to cover this so that I can cover this physically in phase 3. But here's the back and front of the Mop Packaging. You can't make out too much because of the low resolution, but uses dry and wet refills, so on and so forth. Sweeper with strong steel telescopic handle, 7+ dry claws, 3+ wet claws. So sweeper handle right there. And the sweeper refills is like ARP 966. So this is more likely to be during the weekend when I have my meal with my brother and my domestic guardians. Yeah, largely because we had his birthday meal at Red Lobster, so that's probably, I already talked about this in my previous live stream, so I'm not gonna run through it again. But we can get rid of that. Okay, perfect. We have run through maybe about only half, and we still have more to go. Shoot, I don't know how we can cover it all in time. Left, we definitely can't cover it all in time. Left hand side panel, we're gonna start with food now. We have food. Continuation of that same day. We had these chicken strips from my father, my biological father, who was once a malignant narcissist, and I toned down, and he's doing a lot of work on him himself, which is surprising. From narcissists are very proud of themselves, but of course, family is a special occasion. So we have here these black pepper and Vietnamese sriracha on chicken strips that he put in the oven, and chicken nuggets, chicken strips right here. And you can see here before it was cooked and after it's cooked, it's a quite big difference. Batter fry for no frills, probably about like we ate about like $3-4 of these worth of these. Here's it when it's in the oven, the microwave oven, very small kind of thing, heating up. And yeah, so class 2 items. Thank you very much to my domestic guardians, to my biological father specifically. It was very nice and crispy and brought me back some memories of when I was a little kid. And we were of course very poverty stricken, and there was a lot of like buying like really unhealthy foods like pizza pops and stuff like that, and whatever was convenient, even like pogo sticks. So yeah, I know it's like probably really bad for health, but hey, even my narcissistic father, he's just trying his best. He really is. Everybody just tries their best. Left right hand side here we have pills, so tablets, sorry, not pills, from Museum Health Sciences, so core vitamins, core minerals, antioxidants, poly C, Hepa Plus, just that ate with the chicken tender strips. So yeah, just health related nutrition. Right hand side here we have some Chinese food, so soup from I believe Chef 88, that's what it's called. And so that's a restaurant, Chinese restaurant. So it is like pork bone, carrot, and winter melon soup here. Again from my domestic guardians, so thank you to them once again. After having rehabilitated them, they're fairly normal parents now. Left right hand side we have this like plastic canister with the soup. We drop down here, we see what was ordered from Chef 88. In addition to the soup, it was comboed together. We have these flat noodles with beef, so in Cantonese we call this niao huo. So it's like this, it's like basically like flat noodles with beef slices, quite oily. We have these like stringy kind of noodles that my domestic guardians cooked up themselves. And so also you can see that there's like leafy greens, so choy sum, all that kind of stuff added together. And yeah, I'm just grateful for that. So once again, just showing appreciation, gratitude for both of my domestic guardians, specifically for my biological father in this case. Once again, you see the noodles here in this kind of simmering pan, not simmering pan, like the leaching pan to leach all the water. So bowl, not pan. Yeah, so one of these days, that's it. That's cooking from my domestic guardian, so class 2 in nature. We have about 90 seconds left. I don't think we can get through everything here, but we'll try to get through what we have here. Red Lobster's in the title after all. We do have to cover it. It says the title has something to do with restaurants for sure, so I have to cover this. I don't have a choice in that matter. We see here, alright, at Red Lobster, what did we order? We have 45 seconds. We can see here there's like a mariner's feast I took from far distances for my biological mother, who was a vulnerable narcissist at one point, for a long time actually, until very recently. And then, again, I had to rehabilitate her as well, personally speaking. We have these like a sriracha, is that sriracha? That's like A1 sauce, sweet sour sauce for the deep fried shrimp, as well as scallop. And there's like salmon there, lobster sauce on top of the salmon with 2 cups of like rice and beans, seasoned rice. We have these like, this is my own dish that I ordered, but they paid for it. It's like this seafood stuffed mushrooms, so it's very, very good. Cheesy, mozzarella cheese, all that kind of stuff. We'll have to continue this next live stream because I'm out of time, but hey, that's alright. So I'll see you then in about maybe an hour and a half. This is Ahn signing off. Peace.